All right, so today we're prepping for our final. Our final is going to be this note packet that I put together that will be about the movie that we're going to watch starting next week. I'll show you all what that note packet looks like in a bit. Let me first go ahead and go over a few things you should know before we watch that movie and complete the final. And we do have an assignment today that I'll go over. So, some things you should know something called game theory. So, there is a field of math and science that's dedicated to social interactions, and it's called game theory. So, game theory is used by economists, political scientists, military tacticians, psychologists, and in many other fields. Game theory was first introduced by John Forbes Nash, born June 13, 1928, died May 23, 2015, so kind of about 5 years ago. Um, so game theory is something we're going to be studying. First off, by Prisoner's Dilemma. It's an assignment we're going to be doing. Some of you who took economics are probably familiar with the Prisoner's Dilemma. But even if you are or aren't, you're going to be required to watch this video that's in your assignment, attached to the assignment, where it kind of talks about Prisoner's Dilemma, and I'd like you to complete that assignment. I'll show you guys that in a second. But after you do that, some key vocabulary to know for the movie that we're going to start watching on Monday. Princeton is basically a university, a private university in New Jersey. Acceptance rate 6.5%. Very expensive per year, $47,500 to attend. So it's like, a prestigious kind of rich university. MIT is going to come up in the movie as well. It's a private research university in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Big Brother, of course, if you've read 1984, you've been in Lister's class, you had a lot of discussions about Big Brother, probably also in government class, history class as well. A person or organization exercising total control over other people's lives. Um, Now, this one I kind of have a bit of trouble pronouncing. So, schizophrenia is a long term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relationship between thought, emotion, and behavior into fantasy and delusion and a sense of mental fragmentation. So, in the movie, it's going to talk about this, it's going to show us this condition, it's going to come up and just kind of having a bit of background on what this syndrome is. And then, of course, the Cold War. So, the Cold War, this movie is going to be happening around the time of the Cold War being a threat. So, the Cold War was a state of geopolitical tension after World War II between the powers in the Eastern Bloc, basically the Soviet Union and its satellite states, and powers in the Western Bloc, the United States, NATO, its allies, and others. So, these are just some background things to know. The movie is going to be about John Forbes Nash. He's a mathematical genius that made an astonishing discovery early in his career, stood on the brink of national acclaim, but the arrogant Nash soon found himself in a painful and harrowing journey of self discovery. So, yeah, we're going to be starting that on Monday, PG 13. So, it shouldn't, don't have to worry about no do now. So, it shouldn't have to be unviewable by us. We're all over 13, but let me kind of go over what we're doing. So, our final is going to be filling out this packet. We're going to like be able to fill this out as we see the movie. So again, this is a section. This I'm going to start to post on Monday. Take a look. It's like as the movie goes and we keep seeing more and more parts, you'll be able to fill this whole packet out. Like I said, I'll post this packet on Monday, and we're going to be watching 30-minute segments starting on Monday, 12:30 live Zoom. And remember, if you can't attend, you're going to have to kind of watch the movie on your own. That means purchasing it. And I think it's available on YouTube for rent and things like that. But I'd rather that you not purchase and that you attend our live Zoom from Monday up to Friday, 12:30 at noon. You should all be available for that unless you're working or have some other issue. Then you probably want to purchase the movie like on YouTube and or Amazon. Like I said, I could give you links for that. So for today's assignment, though, that was a bit of background. This is what you want to submit. So to prep you on understanding Prisoner's Dilemma, I put in the video that you want to watch, and you're going to fill in the blanks here, as well as fill in this table right here to demonstrate your understanding of Prisoner's Dilemma in the situation that's provided in the video. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. You're going to take this, fill it out, submit it on Google Classroom, and then just make sure that you understand that next week you want to make yourself available to watch together the final movie to be able to fill out the packet. Again, it's going to be next week, Monday to Friday, 12:30 noon. All right.